I'd like to welcome you here this morning, and whoever failed to deliver sunshine today needs to be chastised. I think we're all tired of this type of weather. But anyways, thank you for being here. We have a number of guests today, and I want to begin today with Arbor Day. So Rick Stiley is Parks Director. Rick, if you'd come forward, talk a little bit about Arbor Day and how we celebrate it locally.
We are, spring is really here. As the mayor said, the weather hasn't cooperated, but we are in the end of April, and the last Friday in April is the day that Ohio celebrates Arbor Day. And for the last 15 years, we've been celebrating that with our young school kids throughout the community. Last year we were at North Middle School, and this year we're over at St. Rose. And we will be planting a couple of trees on their campus in honor of Arbor Day. And one of the things that we accomplish, a number of things with this process, but getting it out and getting it to the community, is getting the kids educated on the value of trees that trees bring to the community. So tomorrow we will be at St. Rose at 9 a.m. for our 2018 Arbor Day celebration. Tomorrow, Friday, yes, Mayor, Friday. The 27th over at St. Rose at 9 o'clock. So looking forward to getting the kids out, and again, using that platform to help educate the community on the value of trees. So we look forward to that event. Thank you.
Well, as a part of our celebration, the city does qualify each year for official designation as a tree city, and part of that designation is the fact that we have an urban forest council that is actively engaged in thinking through how we continuously renew the urban forest. We also are engaged in a number of community education activities around this, which also ties into our stormwater management program. In that context, it's my privilege to offer the following proclamation. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas this holiday, called Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, and Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and around the world. And whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperatures, clean the air, produce oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource, giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas trees in our city increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas because trees are a source of joy and spiritual renewal, the Lima Urban Forest Council promotes tree planting in memory of those gone before us. And whereas Lima, Ohio has been recognized as a Tree City USA by the National Arbor Day Foundation and desires to continue our tree planting ways. Now therefore I, David J. Berger, Mayor of the City of Lima, do hereby proclaim April 27th, 2018 as Arbor Day in our community, and I urge all citizens to support efforts to care for our trees and woodlands, to support our city's community forestry programs, and to plant trees to gladden the hearts and promote the well-being of present and future generations. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused to be affixed the seal of the City of Lima, this day of April 2018. I want to just mention I was on a walk the other day through Furrow Park and noticed that the Urban Forest Council had, not only are they designating trees that are being planted in memory of individuals, so you can notice those plaques throughout the park, but there was also this enormous oak that there was a plaque that said that the estimate was that it was 248 years old. So, when you think about the idea of planting trees today and who will be here to benefit from those things, those living creatures someday after we're gone, it truly can be centuries of individuals who are affected by those trees. So it gives you a whole new perspective on why it matters. So, Rick?
Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks for the work of the Urban Forest Council.
Thank you.
Oh, that's another one. Thank you. Also today, we want to acknowledge the work of LACNIP that is exerting leadership in our community in a variety of ways, including the Ottawa River cleanup. So Jesse Rourke is here, who's the president of LACNIP. And Jesse, you want to talk about the cleanup?
Thank you. Glad to be here. As everybody knows, this Saturday, April 28th at 8:30 a.m. is registration begins for the Ottawa River cleanup. This is in conjunction with Lima Allen County Neighborhood in partnership in collaboration with the Ottawa River Coalition, Keep Allen County Beautiful, City of Lima, OmniSource, and Right Refuse would like to invite everyone to come out. This is the 25th year. Last year, we had 474 volunteers from all over Allen County, and we look for that to grow again this year. The cleanup registration starts at 8:30, the cleanup starts at 9. Every volunteer will receive a free t-shirt, lunch, and the supplies needed to collect trash along the river. The Ottawa River Cleanup Committee is planning for a large turnout and excited to see the 25 years of this volunteer event. This is a great opportunity for families, service clubs, and many other organizations to come out, work together to serve our community. The volunteers make this event a success every year, and we appreciate each and every one of them. Come out, join the volunteers this Saturday at 8:30 for the 25th anniversary of the Ottawa River Cleanup.
And I have a proclamation to also celebrate that. Whereas Lima Allen County Neighborhoods in Partnership, or LACNIP, is a nonprofit organization designed to foster better communication and cooperation between various neighborhood associations in the Lima Allen County area. And whereas LACNIP was founded in 1993 by Shirley Daly and other neighborhood leaders and offers a variety of services to our community. LACNIP offers assistance in community-wide events, startups, grant writing, community gardening, and tool lending, to name a few. Whereas the Ottawa River Cleanup is one of the community-wide events that LACNIP sponsors, LACNIP and the Ottawa River Coalition have been cleaning up the banks of the river since Saturday, April 24th, 1993. And each year, over 400 people volunteer to help. Whereas LACNIP and the Ottawa River Cleanup are celebrating 25 years of service to our community, and in these short 25 years, they have grown this event into one of the biggest community-wide events held in Lima every year. Now, therefore, I, David J. Berger, Mayor of the City of Lima, hereby proclaim April 28th as LACNIP Day in our community and ask all citizens to recognize LACNIP and all of the volunteers that contribute to the quality of life of the residents of Lima and Allen County. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused to be affixed the seal of the City of Lima this day of April 2018. Jesse, thank you for all that you're doing. Enjoy. This morning, also, we have Marilyn Roth Basinger here from the Lima Area Concert Band to talk about their season that's coming up. Marilyn?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm pleased today to announce the 2018 season of the Lima Area Concert Band. Our 48th season opens with Made in America on Saturday, May the 12th, and features accomplished clarinetist Dr. Antoine Clark. All of our subscription series concerts are held at Veterans Memorial Civic and Convention Center and all begin at 7:30 p.m. We also will be having on June the 16th our Sounds of Sousa concert featuring Dr. David Kosmina, a well-known cornetist from Ohio Northern University, as well as Cassie Collins, our own vocalist. July the 21st will find us in the exhibit hall for our cabaret concert. And finally, on September 15th, we're especially pleased to be able to welcome again Blue Lou Marini, who some of you may know is a very well-known recording artist and, of course, one of the original members of the Blues Brothers. He will be joining us again. The Lima Area Concert Band is composed of 70 volunteer musicians from across Northwest Ohio who are united by the love of music. The members of the LACB are a living testimony that music truly is a lifetime activity to be shared by all age ranges and folks from all walks of life. It's a shining example of the value of music education in our schools. Tickets may be purchased at the Civic Center box office, Vaughn's Jewelry, or online at limaareaconcertband.org. They are $15 for individual tickets or $50 for a series of 4 season tickets. Students, as always, are admitted at no charge. And we enjoy what we do. We especially enjoy playing for our friends and neighbors in the community. And we believe that that joy will be conveyed on Saturday, May the 12th at the Civic Center, 7:30 p.m., Made in America. Thank you so much.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, you're also featured at the Star Spangled Spectacular.
We will, yes, we also play a variety of free concerts throughout the community, and we are so honored again to be able to play at the Star Spangled Spectacular in Faroe Park.
Very good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. This morning as well, we have, as we have each year for at least a decade, 2 decades, representatives here from the Postal Union and the United Way, Jeff Stiegman and Ashley Gray. You want to come up and talk to us about your special day of food collection? Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor Berger. Well, as you know, this is the 26th year for the food drive. The National Association of Letter Carriers has partnered up again with the United Way and the West Ohio Food Bank, and this goes nationwide across the country to all United Ways and all food banks across the country. Last year in Lima, we picked up around 15,000 pounds of food, but currently there are around 17,000 people in need of assistance in Allen County.
We just wanted to mention too that it's not just the United Way here in Greater Lima, but it's also United Way of Hancock County that will be participating up in Findlay as well. So we're just looking forward to having individuals leave food at their post box for their post carriers to come get. Make sure you leave their food out in the morning because post carriers will have some volunteers coming to grab that food, not necessarily on their routes, but assisting just so they're not overwhelmed that day.
Yep.
And we're just looking forward to making sure that people have access to food that may not. We're looking for non-perishable foods, canned goods, boxes of cereal, nothing outdated, nothing glass, just for safety purposes. And this is going to be on Saturday, May 12th. So
It's a couple weeks
it's
out.
the second Saturday of May every year. So
All right.
Okay. Do you need volunteers to assist with the pickup?
Well, we have volunteers. We have church groups, Cub Scouts. I think we heard National Guard might help us this year. So we have people that, even the family members come along and help, sort of a family tradition
Right.
for some of them to come and help their sons or daughters that might be letter carriers now. And it's a chance for the family to come out and see what we do out on our routes on a daily basis.
And so if somebody is interested in volunteering, who should they be in touch with?
Well, we would talk to Fred Brinkman over here right now, or we could probably get in touch with the United Way. We generally do have quite a few people that like to volunteer.
Okay.
Mhm.
Very good. Thank you and good luck.
Thank
with it.
you.
And Maha Zahari and Reverend Dave Harris are here to talk about the National Day of Prayer event coming up next week. Please. Good morning.
Thank you, Mayor.
Good morning.
Several years ago, I had many people talk to me about shouldn't we start an interfaith group? Shouldn't we communicate more? Pastor Dave Harris and I talked about it a lot, many other people. But it really happened when I got this phone call from Dave Berger calling and saying, isn't it time to start an interfaith group? That was December 2015. January 2016, we had our first meeting. We had around 60 to 70 people at my home. I don't know how we did that.
No, I don't either.
But
Jam-packed.
yeah, but it was really amazing. And ever since we started the National Day of Prayer in the first Thursday in May. This will be our third one. It's May 3rd at 7 p.m. at the City Club. Please spread the word. We'd love to have so many people as much as possible. We will be, as usual, praying for peace for the world, peace for our nation, and peace for our community. And boy, don't we need that, especially peace of the world. Up till now, we have 5 different faiths. It starts with Judaism, of course, Christianity, Islam, Hindu, and the Universal Unitarian. If you know of anybody else who would like to join with a different faith, we would love that. Please contact me, and we would love to add them to our event. And before Pastor Dave talks, I want to say one thing. This time is going to be a bittersweet one because we are wishing Pastor Harris a goodbye. And I'm going to say it personally. You can't imagine this gentleman, his support with my job, how he really cares, genuinely cares for the homeless people. We spent the night in the street. He was there with his guitar. Anytime somebody with an opiate problem passed away and we need the ceremony, he's going to do it. Our Christmas parties is at the Trinity United. We have like 100 clients coming to attend their Christmas, and he will grab his guitar and sing. So we're truly going to miss you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, it's certainly a joy for me as a Christian pastor in the community. I think one of my greater joys over the 15 years has come to not only associate with religious leaders of my own faith, but of the different faiths as well. And I've come to truly appreciate that in a community like Lima, our diversity is an amazing strength. It really is. We have so many things in our world that polarize us. We're polarized by politics. We are polarized by our social economic situation, educational level, just all kinds of things. And we're even polarized in our religions. But this particular event that we do, this Interfaith National Day of Prayer event, speaks in 2 ways to our unity. We're all Americans. We all love this country. And so for that reason, we should come together to pray, regardless of what our religious affiliation is. But also in the experience of coming together and pray, what I personally experience is that even though there'll be a few prayers offered in a language that I don't understand, most are in English, but a few will be in a language that I don't understand, and religions that I'm not all that familiar with, the prayers all have a very common feeling. It's a worshipful experience for me as a Christian pastor to be a part of this. So I would encourage everyone to be a part of this and to at least share in the value of it for our community because we need this. We need those things that will bind us together for our own community, and we certainly need this as a nation. To do this. Among the Christian pastors, I'll certainly be participating. Reverend Lorenzo White of the Black Ministerial Association will be participating, and Father Dave Ross of the St. John and St. Rose Catholic parishes. So even among the Christians, you can see we have diversity there, people who don't often come together. And so, again, it's a very, very rich experience. Just a reminder that the National Day of Prayer was instituted in 1952. By a joint act of Congress. It is a national recognized event. In 1988 was when President Ronald Reagan standardized it as the first Thursday of every May. So something we can always anticipate. and look forward to coming together with our neighbors and fellow citizens, and know that we're not only commonly bound together as Americans, but that we're all a part of the family of God.
And the icing on the cake will be that Father Ross is going to sing America the Beautiful. So please, everybody, join us. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
It is I think, an important event for our community to experience and to participate in, and I appreciate Maha's leadership in being the spark plug for this, as well as for the interfaith group as a whole. So, thank you. This morning we have Rachel Staley here from the Allen County Board of Developmental Disabilities, talking about early intervention screening opportunities. Morning, Rachel.
The Allen County Board of Developmental Disabilities Early Intervention Team will be hosting a community-wide screening, and that is on Tuesday, May 8th, from 4 to 7 p.m., and that is at Market Street Presbyterian Church. It's a free community screening for any child in our area or surrounding area that is ages birth to age 5, and we will screen any concerns that the parents have. It's a really nice community event where a variety of hospitals and therapists come together, and it's just a nice event that we can host for our kids in our area. If any parents have concerns for their child, if they're not talking correctly, or if they're not talking at all, if they have any concerns for their hearing, for their vision, how they're walking, how they're picking up objects, any concerns that a parent has, they can bring them to this, and we will screen them. We have hospital therapists from both of the area hospitals, Lima Memorial, as well as St. Rita's. Dr. Fishball's office assists with our vision screening. The local Lions Club also assists. Safi, WIC, just to name a few of the places that come together and provide this awesome event that we have. Again, it is on Tuesday, May 8th. There's no need to pre-register for this event, but if they would like to, they can call myself at the Allen County Board of DD, and my number is on the press release, but it's 419-221-1262. My direct extension is 1017. Thank you.
Very good. Just a question.
Yeah.
As a grandparent, if I can't keep up with my grandkids, is that my problem or theirs?
Probably yours.
Mine. I just wondered about
Sorry about
who should get screened. It's obviously me. Justin Wireman, Officer Wireman, and Jeff Smith from Berger Electronics are here with information about an upcoming tournament. Gentlemen, good morning.
Thank you, Mayor. Again, my name is Officer Wireman. I'd like to talk to you a little bit. My part would be the Summer Police Academy, which is going to be June 12th through the 15th. The sign-ups for that is for any area high school student going into high school, so going into be a freshman or outgoing senior. So if you just graduated and you're going before you go to college, you can come to this. Basically, it's a 4-day sneak peek of what officers get to do throughout their career. We start with simple things like traffic stops. I shouldn't say they're simple, but pedestrian stops, things like that, and it goes into like the forensic side. So we still have plenty of openings. We want about 50. We're about at 10 right now. So how you can sign up is there's applications at every high school in Allen County that you can pick up. There's a link on the city website, and every week or so we will be putting that link on our Facebook page. You just click on that, create a profile, and then fill out the application. It's a great experience for kids. They get to, again, have a sneak peek of what we do. We put them in stressful environments where they have to make quick decisions, and they see how stressful it can be. The only way we're able to put this on is through great sponsors and great businesses, the school, and one of our biggest sponsors is Berger Electronics, and I will let him explain to you how they go ahead and sponsor us. So without further ado, Jeff.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Jeff Smith. I am the sales manager at Berger Electronics, and for the last 14 years, we have done a video game tournament at our location on Allentown Road. It's an all-ages event for kids to adults. We have a multi-generational at this point at 14 years. People that were in high school the first year, they're bringing their young kids in now. And what we do is we raise money for different organizations throughout the community. Over the last 14 years, we've raised money for the Dayton's Veterans Hospital, the Lima Fire Department, and the last few years, the Lima Police Department for the Summer Police Academy. Over the years, we've raised about $32,000. It is $10 to play in our event, so you can imagine that that's a lot of players to add up to that kind of amount. We do raffles, and a lot of great local businesses sponsor this event by donating us prizes that we're then able to give to the players, you know, enticing them to come out and give a little money to some good organizations. We decided that the Lima Police Department sometimes gets a bad rap, and this is a great way to show kids that, hey, these are guys just like you, and they like to sit down and play video games too. And one of the most fun things we do is we offer a free tent where they can actually play kids versus cops, which is awesome because there's nothing quite better than seeing these guys get beat up by 8-year-olds. It's awesome. So it's a load of fun. We have food, we have T-shirts for everybody who participates, and anyone can show up at our location between 9 a.m. and 3 this Saturday and play and hopefully win some prizes and support a good cause.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's my understanding that there's now, the video game market is developing a set of professional tournaments
Yes.
that are happening. Do we got any, are you aware, do we have any locals that are skilling up to professional level?
We have
Video
had
game?
2 players through the years
Really?
that have gone on and played in Major League Gaming.
Wow.
I don't know how great they've done, but
Any
you
of them
know.
police officers?
No.
Oh. All right, all right. Thank you. Well, we'll have to track those 2 down. Lastly, this morning, Howard Elster, the Public Works Director, is here with an update on projects.
Good morning. I'm again talking about the Lima-Allen County Building Department. Previously, we released the results of a survey conducted in March regarding customer satisfaction of the Lima-Allen County Building Department. That poll noted that 81% said it was easy to acquire a permit, that turnaround time for plan review was above average, that the building department was seen by its customers as above average in quality of service, and that the staff conducted themselves professionally and courteously. We also asked in March to be evaluated by the Department of Commerce State Board of Building Standards. That is the body who certifies and monitors the performance of state-certified building departments, of which Lima-Allen County Building Department is. I am sharing the results of that audit with you today. I would like to read an excerpt and a conclusion from the audit. And the excerpt is as follows, I quote, "The City of Lima personnel are proactive in contacting the board to solicit guidance and feedback on the processes and forms that they seek to improve. The current leadership has done well in our opinion to provide those improvements. The latest review of the City of Lima, Allen County Building Department shows that they continue to seek quality and conformance with the board rules. It is one of the board's better examples of a building department that meets the needs of jurisdictions to which they serve and to provide building code enforcement in an impartial, courteous, responsive, cooperative, and professional manner." Given the results of the audit responses as well as the survey, I want to recognize the efforts of our staff and especially Amy Harpster, our building commissioner, for their efforts to balance regulatory compliance responsibilities and the customer service needs of those required to comply with building codes. The public can have confidence our staff is providing fair, impartial, courteous service as we carry out our code compliance responsibilities. Thank you.
I believe that's all that we have for today, so we will break down for individual interviews. Thank you all for being here.